Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. And today, Crypton Research is going to be going over so many things that you guys haven't seen before on the whole entire YouTube. We're going to go ahead and get started with a technical analysis like we always do in our daily video. This is a new segment we've started on Crypton Research. So before you guys watch this video, I will recommend you all to watch the previous video so you are caught up on exactly what we're talking about and you know exactly what's going on in the crypto world. So before further ado, I just want to remind you guys that this is not financial advice. This is just two guys talking about crypto. And let's go ahead and get right into it. So today, guys, we are going to be diving into the Bitcoin chart. And what I have seen on this chart, it's magic, you know. I went over in the last video why 5K was an important level. Sadly, we did not hit that 5K level, but I also went over why that 5K level was important not to hit. If we didn't hit it, what the implications were and whatnot. But I'm not here to talk about the previous history of this chart. I'm going to talk about what's going on right now. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the chart. So as we were looking at last week, the 5K level, we wanted that to hold very strongly. But this week, we bottomed out at the 6,000 level. And at the 6,000 level, if you guys look here at the bottom, this is called volume. These volume bars that you see down here. Basically, we got volume coming in at $8,000, and then we bottomed out at the $6,000 level. What you guys don't see is that we did not hit the $5,000 level. And the $5,000 level would be at this, if you see this red trend line right here, which I use previous points in history to these 2 points right here to line that up. We did not hit that. And what I would like is, you know, it would be very healthy for us to come back down and hit that trend line and get some crazy volume in at that level. But market said, nope, we're not trying to hit that level. And we bounced off of this 6,000 level very nicely.
Right.
And
everybody was looking for that 5,000 level. They're like, oh, I'm going to buy there. I'm going to buy there. I'm going to buy there. And it never went there. And it just ripped right in front of their face. Another 2,500 points up.
Exactly. And yesterday's high that we had posted in at this area right here, if I go and highlight this right here, where you guys see this level, is yesterday's high. And we are currently at that level, and we're about to go into the weekend. And the weekend, what we see is low volume trading on the weekend. Last weekend, we were up in the $12,000 to, or I'm sorry, the last weekend we were in the 9,700 level to the 8,000 level, and we broke down from there. But this weekend, as we created a bottom in the market, we are ready to blast up. And if you guys see this trend line right here, I'm going to highlight it in bright. I'm just going to put it in blue. This only blue trend line I have on this chart. If you guys see this trend line right here, where we're going for is this level on the trend line and this blue support area right here, which I have highlighted, and I'm going to darken it for you guys. This area right here and this trend line, which is around the 9,000 level. That's where we're headed for this weekend. But every weekend, we have different volumes coming in. Sometimes we have more volume coming in. Sometimes we have lower volume coming in. But what gives us direction for every week is the weekend trading patterns. So as we're going into the weekend, we're going to hit this upper level. I'm pretty sure we are. And we're going to see a sell-off from that level. What I would like to see is, you know, what would be healthy is if you see this lower green box, we only touched it one time after we broke out from it, which you see in this candle right here, this candle that I'm highlighting for you guys right now. That candle, we touched it and we just flew from there. What I would like to see is Bitcoin to go up this level and either retrace back to the 8,000 level or come all the way back down to the 6,600 to the 6,500 level and just bounce from there hard. What it does is that represents a fake out. So everyone who goes long, who buys long, meaning buys Bitcoin in the 9,000 to 8,000 level, they're going to get faked out down when it comes back down here. And they're going to be like, oh shit, I messed up. I'm going to have to sell my position. and get out. Maybe I can get in at 5K or whatever the case may be. So that's what we're looking at on a technical level. So far, Bitcoin is very bullish. Um,
Right.
while it bounced off of this, it didn't really bounce off this trend line. It barely missed it. But what we'd like to see is, even if it comes down all the way to this trend line, makes a lower low and bounces from there, we would be buying from there heavily.
Right. So basically, right now it feels like we're in no man's land between 8 and 9K. Now, if it went over 10K, that would make me really comfortable on the bull side. But until then, we are in no man's land. That's what I believe, at least.
No, you're 100% correct. So we already had this bullshit going on at 10K and we just broke down from there.
Right.
But when we came down to the 6K level, we saw a lot of buyers, and that makes us happy. But if you didn't get in at this lower level, then don't feel scared to get in at this higher level. Many people are going to get faked out at this level, as you see all these like lines and boxes and shit. If you guys don't understand technical analysis whatsoever, just know that that means that congestion is going to happen at these areas, and we're going to definitely see sellers entering the market at that level. So if we see something like this and bounce up from there, or even lower this area or this area, which would be the 7,000 level or the 6,000 level, um, feel free to buy there and hold your entries long term. Where yeah, just don't be that guy who buys at the top. Just wait for more confirmation and be safe with your buys rather than randomly acting, and you'll be better off in the market.
Right. We've had a wild week. What were we at on Thursday of last week? What was the price?
Thursday of last week, we opened at around so the week opened at 9.3K,
Wow.
and we went all the way down to 6K.
Right.
So about a 30% drop from there. People got shaken out, and alts, every coin had a boom from this level. Every coin went up 40 to 50% as soon as Bitcoin hit a bottom. It was pretty crazy, but Bitcoin does move the rest of the market. Without Bitcoin, you wouldn't have the altcoin market, as we went over in our previous video. So I recommend you guys to watch that. But in this technical analysis, if we do not break this 9K area, don't be scared. Just wait for it to go back lower and get your cheaper buys in. If we do break this area of 9K and we see some action similar to this, we break out and then come back down, dip back into like the 8.5K area and go up to 10K, you guys can easily buy at ease at this level that I've circled right here. Bitcoin, just wait for some candlestick patterns. If you guys don't know what candlestick patterns are, just go ahead and comment in this video, and we will give you a link to see what exactly you should be looking for. But if you do see a break of this blue line up here, and it'll always come back and retouch that blue line. And if it does do that, that's a perfect area to buy. So we're just giving you guys multiple areas where you guys can look to buy at the best price. If it does break out, that means that it's the bulls and the buyers are heavily in this market and they want it to go a lot higher. But if it doesn't break this blue line, that means that it's going to be coming back down to this area, and we can try here. So that's all there is for the technical analysis.
All right. So something interesting in the news that came out yesterday was Nvidia beating their Q4 expectations. They had $2.91 billion in revenue. That was a 34% increase compared to the same year prior. And they did beat on EPS, which is earnings per share. So they're increasingly making more money. A little part of the revenue and earnings are from cryptocurrencies, but not a majority of them. And the CEO did say due to volatility, they won't be able to, exactly forecast what their earnings are going to be in regard to, cryptocurrency markets, because we do know it's volatile. So a little bit about the price today is that it's holding up quite well, 221. It was at 240 in the pre-market, but since the market's tanking, it's going down a bit. And another article that I found quite interesting was this about the ABD.miner worm that's infecting plenty of Android devices, a couple thousand right now, and it's increasing rapidly. So what they're doing is they're mining Monero silently on your Android device. So if you do see your battery draining or something of that nature, then you probably have a worm or something like that. if you've been on shady websites. So you want to be careful what sites you visit and whatnot. And
So,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so the reason why they can do this is because Apple, the iOS, the I operating software, I meaning the Apple portion of that, their operating software is much more secure than that of Android, and they only allow you to install apps which are identified by the Apple developers and that are secure. And Android is free source. And they allow you to download apps
Right.
and
Android's more
everything.
flexible.
Exactly. They allow you to download things wherever you want to, and that that brings about many vulnerabilities in your phone. So they can use your technology and your hardware and your processing power to mine Monero. And another thing that they can do is if they can hack your system that much and use your hardware as much as they want to, that means they're being nice. What they can actually do is they can install more malware, or whenever you installed your malware, what allows them to hack is that malware, meaning that that software. They can install other softwares onto your device. Let's say you have Bitcoins or Monero or any coin stored on your Android wallet. Let's say you have an Android wallet, right? That's stored on your phone, and all your coins are on that phone. They can even hack that, and they can take all of your coins that are stored on there. So there's many vulnerabilities on the Android platform. We surely don't recommend you guys to store your coins on the mobile platform, let alone on the Android platform, where they can get into all that sort of
Right.
stuff.
Cold storage is the best right now. So say you have your private key or something in your notes section or something like that, they could also access that. We don't know what kind of power these people have.
And with that being said, make sure you guys are staying protected with where you store your cryptocurrencies. And I hope you guys enjoyed our technical analysis and the articles and news that we saw important. I hope you guys found that very enlightening. And I hope you guys like and subscribe to our channel and this video. We will be producing much more content in the future in all sorts of spectrums. And with that being said, have a good day, guys.